Hey guys, Saiyan here, bringing you another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video as we just watched the global producer letter where they fully revealed the global first Rosé Goku Black. They showed off some of his animations, all of his card details and everything. The animations were mostly in sort of like a mini trailer, so we didn't get to see them play out in full. But we got to see a nice little taste of what he does, including having the Divine Lasso as his super attack, which is probably one of the biggest things that I was hoping for. So we have the information and we're going to go through it all here on this video just to break it down. He definitely seems okay from the first viewing. Very strange to see like a few people in the chat saying that he looks bad, which I think is very odd. He looks pretty good just from reading his kit straight up. Now, the big question, of course, I think for people is he going to be good enough to summon on for global players, having seen what we've seen from the anniversary? Of course, I will leave that to you guys to decide. But yeah, this is the Rosé. The arts look super cool. That normal TUR art, I think, is absolutely fantastic. He is extreme physical. He has an active skill that creates a domain and his clones. So he has the scythe and there's the clones in the art. I think that is very, very cool. So his categories, pretty standard for a Goku Black. However, we did notice straight away Super Bosses is on there. So as predicted, Super Bosses is coming to global early before the anniversary. So his leader skill is Super Bosses or Corroded Body and Mind, 3 key, HP attack and defense 170, additional 30% to Realm of Gods, Accelerated Battle or Exploding Rage. So he's going to have all of the Goku Black and Zamasu units on his leader skill. I don't know if his team overall is going to be the craziest, but it'll be interesting to mess around with and make some team builds. Straight away, of course, I noticed that my boy himself, the Super Saiyan 3 Rosé, is going to be on this team because he's on Corroded Body and Mind, and then obviously Realm of Gods. So that'll be fun. I love using that unit. He's gotten a ton of buffs lately, being good against a bunch of the events that come out in the during the anniversary. So interesting. And then we have his super attack, the Violent Fierce God Slicer, is what Dokkan calls the Divine Lasso. Raise attack and defense for 1 turn, does immense damage to the enemy. So pretty standard super attack effect. So we take a look at his passive here. Key +2, attack and defense 200%. He guards all attacks for 1 turn from his entry turn. So turn 1, guard. Damage reduction of 6% per Super Boss's ally on the team up to 30%. So he needs 5 Super Boss's allies on the team. It doesn't say self-excluded. So if you're running double physical Rosé, you've already got 2 out of the 5. So you just need 3 more out of the remaining 5 units that you can bring on your team. So of course that means Super Saiyan 3 Rosé can be on there without being a super boss, without affecting this, so that's good. 30% damage reduction, plus an additional 30% damage reduction before attacking. So in slot 1, 60% damage reduction. He launches an additional attack per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, so just additional normals per Rainbow Orb. He launches an additional attack that has a high chance to become a super. Then he launches an additional super attack every time the character attacks 5 times in battle, plus an additional attack and defense 30% within the same turn with each attack performed. So basically what this means is, now he doesn't change orbs himself, so a Rainbow Orb Changer is going to be super, super powerful with him, because if you pick up 3 Rainbow Orbs, then he's going to do his normal super, then he's going to do 3 additional normal attacks. Then his passive is an extra attack that has a high chance to become a super. But then regardless of whether it is or it isn't, that's 5 attacks in that 1 turn. So then he's then going to launch an additional super. So every turn, if you pick up 3 Rainbow Orbs, he could do 3 supers and 3 normals in 1 turn. Which is pretty crazy. And each attack performed, he gets an extra attack and defense 30%. So if he's doing 5 attacks, he could be getting an extra 150%. During that turn, which is kind of crazy. Like on his best turns, he will look insane. Super Boss allies key +2 within the same turn after he receives an attack. So obviously in slot 1, the kind of sort of LR Piccolo and now Beast effect, where he gives everybody else a little bit of key. Great chance of nullifying Key Blast super attack. So he has a super nullification with a 70% chance against Key Blasts. So that's really good, especially considering he's going to be in slot 1 a lot, right? So slot 1 super has a 70% chance to counter it. Well, it doesn't counter because it doesn't do damage back. It's just a nullification. And then his active skill creates the domain City Future Rift in Time. Has like the rift in the sky. It looks pretty cool. Raises super boss allies by key by 2 and creates clones for 4 turns. Can be activated when all allies attacking in the same turn are super bosses, starting from turn 4 from the start of battle. So at least it's not like Broly's one where it's his first turn, or starting from the 6th turn. So of course that's the one downside to running Super Saiyan 3 Rosé on the team. But if it's 4th turn from the start of battle, you just, I guess if you are going to run Super Saiyan 3 Rosé, you just want him on turn 1. So then you keep him on rotation. He's back on turn 3. Then on turn 4, you can potentially use the active skill. So once we get the domain active, we get the art here with the clones. Wrath that tears through space and time. Key +2, attack and defense 222%. Attacks effective against all types. 66% damage reduction before attacking. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow. Nice. Launches an additional attack that has a rare chance of becoming a super per rainbow orb obtained. Launches an additional attack that has a great chance of becoming a super. Launches an additional super attack every time the character attacks 5 times in battle. And then an additional attack and defense 33%. So this time, basically, it's just his same sort of passive, but with a little bit of buffed up numbers. But now he is creating his own rainbow orbs, and each one of those extra normals now has a rare chance of becoming a super. So rare chance is something like 15 or 20%, so it's not very high. But you're going to be, by him creating rainbow orbs, you're regularly going to be getting 3 or 4 orbs. And each one of those attacks has a chance to become a super, even if it is low. Each one gives an extra 33% buff, and then just like his base, like we already said, if you're picking up 3 rainbow orbs, he's going to be doing 5 attacks and then doing a guaranteed additional super as well. So that's pretty crazy. Like, again, on his bet, like if you got the absolute god RNG, he'd be doing 6 super attacks in 1 turn. But that's, of course, if every single additional normal with the rainbow orbs had the rare chance actually convert into a super, which is very unlikely. But even so, if any one of those becomes an additional super, like all these extra buffs that he's getting. Remember, each normal attack gives the attack and defense 33%. And then if he does do those 5 attacks, you then get that guaranteed super afterwards, which will have just received like over 150% worth of extra buffs. So that last super attack of the turn is going to hit really hard. And then, yeah, greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, does immense damage and greatly lowers defense. So, yeah, super attacks are going to hit very hard once he's in the clones thing. Right, so he is, someone called this in the stream chat yesterday, but his Dokkan Fest banner is going to be crazy. So he is a TUR, but then he has LR Zamasu, LR Vegito Blue, and LR Vegeta and Trunks. They also show the banner art, and it has Future Gohan, or the Int Future Gohan that has the EZA. So he actually looks, the banner looks crazy. This is a picture of the banner art. That SSR art for him looks awesome as well. It's as good as like one of those keep a spare SSR for the profile art kind of thing. But this is what the Super Dokkan tickets are going to be for. So everyone's going to get 10 free summons on this banner thanks to these tickets. And then, yeah, you can see Int Future Gohan there in the corner. Very, very good. And then the other surprising bit of info that we got as part of this reveal was global exclusive, well, global first, STR Kefla EZA. So very interesting. She still does the same thing, right, where she just transforms every turn from base to Super Saiyan 2. I don't really remember her pre-EZA stats or anything, but her leader skills both got to 170, which is what we'd expect from a Dokkan Fest exclusive EZA. She greatly raises attack, raises defense for 1 turn on her super attack. And then she's got a pretty decent start of turn defense. She gets her attack and then an extra 100% when performing a super. So that's already pretty good. Start of turn defense 200% and then 100% on super is nice. She has a high chance to dodge, only needing 3 orbs. And then gets another additional super with 6 orbs. So that's good. Because before she needed 6 orbs to dodge, right? Which was just kind of a killer in some events. And then Super Saiyan 2, greatly raise attack, raise defense for 1 turn. 250 and then 250 attack 100 on super, extra attack, high chance to dodge with 2 orbs, that's really good, additional 50% defense with 4 orbs, and then a guaranteed additional super with 6 orbs, and then Super Saiyan 2, greatly raise attack, raise defense for 1 turn again, and then it's 260 260 and then an additional 120 defense when performing a super. High chance to dodge, just guaranteed. Additional attack and extra defense of 2 or more orbs. Additional super with 4 or more orbs, and another additional super and crit chance and dodge chance plus 20%. So the Super Saiyan 2 one, when you get 6 orbs, she's going to look pretty crazy. So she actually seems quite good. So I think I have STR Kefla link leveled already, but that's very interesting. So yeah, her EZA seems pretty good, and it's coming to global first. Then they gave a little bit of information about the power level thing. This is coming on the 29th of February. So they did say in an earlier producer layer it was coming in February, and it is literally the last day of the month. But the power level bonus that gives all those upgrades comes with its own mini celebration. So we'll have missions and all sorts of stuff as well. But there you go. So that is the Goku Black exclusive to global Dokkan Fest exclusive TUR. Just from reading his kit, he seems like he'll be really good. On his best turns, he'll look absolutely crazy. On his worst turns, he'll still be doing, what, a super, 4 normals, and then another super, where that 4th super, like the final super, will have gotten all of those attack buffs from the normal attacks. So that last super will still hit really hard, even if he hasn't done a bunch of other supers during the turn. So it seems like it could be interesting. The active skill, the domain, is easy to get. But I guess we'll see how it goes once he comes out. Now, the only thing is, it says the 20th of the 2nd PST. So that means he won't be coming out, like, in a few hours' time. Because it will still be at the normal global banner time, 6:30 AM UK. That will still be 10:30 PM on the 19th in PST. So it should be tomorrow morning at the normal banner time. So I'm going to put this video up as soon as it's finished rendering. It will literally be, like, 20... What, it's just less than 4 hours from now, but like 27 hours and a bit from now, basically. So let me know all your thoughts on the Rosé down below. Do you think he looks good? I think he looks good. Is he anniversary level, so worth spending all your stones that you're probably now saving for Beast after seeing how good he is? No, he's probably not that good. Well, he's definitely not that good, but he looks good. I'm looking forward to getting him, looking forward to using him. I like Goku Black. I think the design of the card is interesting. On his best turns, he's going to look super good. I guess we'll see. So let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Master Ningen. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Check out the links down below for the Discord and the merch store, and I will see you all again soon. Have a good one.